You know him. You love him. I like having him in the hot seat. Sean,
Yeah.
welcome to the show. Welcome to my show.
Virtual fist bump to everybody in Kokomo. Right there.
You are doing so many things. I know there's going to be some exciting things coming up that we can't just talk about yet.
Sure, the scholarship thing. We can't talk about the fact that I want to bring a scholarship thing to downtown Kokomo yet.
Because you're still ironing that out.
Still working that out. But I think that all the business owners down here need to start thinking about the fact that the community in a down economy, if you're still in business, they supported you, time to support the community. Come up with a few bucks for a downtown scholarship. But we can't talk about that because
you're still
I got no info other than if you're out of business, expect me to come knocking on the door pretty soon for some money.
And if you have questions,
sure, I'm gonna
search
get those
him
all
out.
taken care of.
But you're also partnering a little bit with the library, is that right?
I love the library.
Me too.
I love them.
And I'm telling you know what my favorite thing is? I'm just going to throw it out there, even though we're here to talk about what you're doing. Downloading free music.
We've always been able to do that.
Legally.
Legally, see, you gotta throw in those words. Legally.
Let's say just
okay.
3 songs a week. I'm in love with that.
That's awesome.
And you can learn a new language. That's number 2.
Which language are you currently learning?
English. I'm having a little trouble with
I'm
it.
still working on geekies, but my Klingon's a little rusty.
You can teach
but
a class.
I'm getting there. I'm getting better. So, how was your weekend?
Fantastic. How was yours?
Well, I'm pretty good. You're looking like a sexy beast today.
Thanks.
You're looking good. Now, who are you wearing today?
I am wearing Rummage Sale.
Rummage Sale? I like that.
Rummage
All
Sale
right.
purchases. Facebook garage sale sites.
I like it. I
And
like
then Mirror
it.
Mirror Pants, local
I'll
business
tell you
here in
what, we
town.
could do an entire thing on Facebook garage sale sites at some point.
I
to
think you could.
really get people in on the know on some great deals.
They could get a storefront downtown and bring it.
They really could.
There's
I mean,
so many
wow.
things. Cars,
Facebook garage sale.
pets.
Pets. It makes me a little worried when I Facebook garage sale pet. It's like, is it a chia pet or is it like a vicious alligator? I don't know what we're going to get. But
snakes. I've seen snakes. Spiders.
Snakes.
Yeah.
Spiders. That is awesome. That's just that's a level of wacky wildness that I don't know that I'm comfortable with, but
Only in
Hey.
Kokomo and only on Facebook garage sales.
Facebook garage. Get yourself an 8-legged tarantula that'll eat your face off. Come on down.
Hold on, we're getting
I
rid of
love
today.
it. That is awesome. But yeah, the library, we're doing some stuff with them. They don't know it yet. I didn't bother to inform them. We just
Oh.
decided to go ahead and do it.
That's nice.
So yeah, I like to surprise them every once in a while. All of a
Sure.
sudden they get a huge donation of comics. And they're like, what's going on? So if they watch this, hey, hi library.
Get ready.
You're about to get hit with a bunch of comics that you don't know about. Yay, that's how we do business.
But
It's like ambush help.
I will say that it's kind of opened the door for a whole new reader, and it continues on to make, I guess, that door open, that avenue open to get kids back interested away from the gaming systems,
Sure.
away from sitting inside all day to
Socialization.
Right.
It's fake socialization, which, don't get me wrong, in this day and age, in the society we're living in, you have to now be trained in fake socialization. You have to be able to be comfortable with the computer, but it's time now to also remember that we have to have some real world social skills.
Yep.
We have to be able to interact with another human being and not spell out LOL. That's just, it's sad and kind of
TTYL.
pathetic. Yeah, it's just, I think we're only a generation away from the sad fact that people will actually say that out loud. And man, the cringeworthy factor of my silliness will be like, did
But
I just hear that?
it is becoming more common to, I'll just throw myself under the bus. I will tweet somebody or I will Facebook somebody and then forget that I've said that, and then they'll tell me, oh, we've already talked about that, and I'll forget that.
Short-term memory is becoming an issue.
But it's just one of those things.
So we do it so quick, we don't remember. We're not programmed into it right now.
Yeah.
But so for the library, we're doing a program. It's kind of cool. I've got like tons of comics. Yeah, that's right. Tons of awesome comics. And what I'm doing is I got a great deal, and so I'm going to pass a great deal on to people. We have got an Iron Man book called Tales of the Golden Avenger. This is a $15 graphic novel.
Okay.
It would cost you $15. I got a deal on these. I'm selling them for $5.
Wow.
$5. So you're getting $10 off. Now here's the library kick part. When you buy that, you save yourself $10. You get a great all ages Iron Man comic, good for from a 4-year-old to an 80-year-old. Doesn't matter. Then I'm going to donate one of your choice of 4 $17 graphic novels to the Kokomo Library.
Wow.
Or to any library in the Howard County area. We've donated some to the Taylor High School Library. We've donated some to Maconaquah's Library. If we have somebody come in from Greentown, Eastern, Western, it doesn't matter. We're going to donate these. So you buy a copy of Iron Man, and we're going to donate to your library a $17 Marvel trade paperback. I mean, this thing is bigger than the Kokomo library books that you would get. I mean, this thing is better than a phone book. It's huge.
So let me get this right. They are going to buy one book.
One book for $5, which is normally a $15 book.
Okay.
So we're going to knock $10 off of it.
And then you can give this book, or
This
your
book,
choice,
we have boxes set up in the store.
to the schools
And we
of
put
their
it-
choice, or even our own Kokomo Howard County Public
Yep,
Library.
we have boxes set up. We put it right in the box. Right now for the Kokomo Howard County Public Library, we have one case completely filled already.
Wow.
And we're working on a second case. And I said, Taylor, we've donated 5 different books to. The Taylor Graphic Novel Club stepped up, and they bought copies so they could get some on their shelves. So, yeah, we're, buy a $5 book, we're going to give you a $17 graphic novel here. I mean, She-Hulk, Spider-Man, Moon Knight. There's a horror book for those who want a more Edgar Allan Poe-like kind of feel to it. So, yeah, we're going to step up and do what I think will help out the community by putting comic books on the shelves.
Very, very
So
nice.
for $5, you're getting over $30 in comics out there into the community.
Very nice. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. We are back, and I want to talk philanthropy because you actually
What's
have
that word mean?
helping others.
Oh, yeah. All right. Cool. That's a good word.
You do more than just your regular comic show and more than just coming on in my hot seat. You actually have a video of your own that we're going to start putting on KGov and actually show on our channel as well. Can we talk a little bit about that?
Absolutely. What it is basically you've got the city has got great initiatives to try and help downtown businesses. We have the county that has some great initiatives to help bring downtown businesses here and get them support. So my thing is I got help from the county. I got help from the city. I got help from my friends and family and from the community itself. So I've got friends who have got skills. I am not shy about reaching out to those guys to help me do stuff. So we came up with an idea to do a video program without the city's help, without the county's help, purely based on us doing it. And we go into a local downtown business and we do a little documentary, infomercial, commercial thing. And we basically we introduce you to a downtown business in a legitimate kind of way. It's not, there's a little humor in things because that's the way we do things. But overall, like the first one, we walk into Pepper Whistle and we show you, what Pepper Whistle's about. We do some questions. We have there's some humor. And then the next one up, we'll be doing Tasha over at Sweet Poppins, where we do a big, long thing with Sweet Poppins, and we introduce you to that business. We explain what she's up to. We say how it's going, what they're doing, and things like that.
And flavors and things like that.
Oh, yeah, man, so many flavors. Willy Wonka can't touch this woman.
Oh my gosh.
It is crazy.
She brought in the red velvet popcorn that I am still in love with.
The popcorn's amazing. She's got some new low-cal kind of things that she's been experimenting with, which are absolutely amazing. And now her daughters have a line of chapstick that they do themselves. They're like mini entrepreneurs already in training. And now they're reaching into like the gourmet dog biscuit thing
And
as well.
soda. They're bringing in soda pop
Yes.
from
Moxie and these really cool older sodas, and, all glassed up, really nice. So sweet stuff. So yeah, we're working on doing that and trying to basically give back to the downtown community without going to the city for help and without going to the county help. They already gave me my help. So now it's time for me to do what I can to help other businesses
grow.
Yeah, exactly. And they also, in a purely selfish manner, the more people I get to come down to downtown to come see these other stores, they're going to eventually stop into my store. They're going to stop over by the Perspective. They're going to check out other things. So whereas we're focusing on one place, the idea is that we're focusing on all of downtown all at once and just bringing more people down. My thing is, the more numbers that we get down here, they're going to see how incredibly cool and exciting the downtown really is and what the initiatives are doing. I mean, we've got Lux, which is an amazing boutique-style store. We've got Sweet Poppins, which is a gourmet popcorn place, which you're not going to find any other place in the world. So these are the kind of places that I really want to start focusing on and giving a little extra love to.
And it's even becoming more family-friendly. I know at Angie Meyer's Design Studio, back for Halloween, I got to bring my daughter in, and we actually airbrushed a skull and crossbones. And it wasn't something that was just, oh, here we glued this.
Oh, no. Angie Myers and Angie Myers Designs did so much to try and elevate the family style to an all new level. And when it's a lot of buzzwords, but the truth is, like, when the holidays rolled around, she did letters to Santa.
Yep.
Very legitimate, very cool. She had the mailbox. She sat down with the kids, helped them write letters. I mean, this isn't somebody, I think, that's just doing it to get a few extra people in the seats. This is a woman who loves the downtown community and is really stepping out. She also does Chalk the Block, which is an amazing thing that fills up the entire downtown area
And there's
with art.
a lot of prep that goes
Oh,
into that.
absolutely.
You have to clean the sidewalks, then you have to actually put down some of that paint for them to actually be able to chalk on the block.
Angie is putting more hours into these events than a normal person puts into their work week. Absolutely. I mean, she is working really, really hard. And I see, that inspires me to want to go out and me to do better for the downtown. And I think there's a lot of stores that take her as an inspiration and really want to step up
And there's
and
always
do more.
been those staples, the Palmers, the Granson Jewelers, Jamie's, the Barbershop. All of those places are right here downtown. And I don't know if you've noticed, but the Kokomo Perspective has an ad from the city that kind of highlights some of these businesses. And
There's a brand new map. It's like a walking tour of Kokomo now that
Right.
you guys put out, which I love, by the way. I've talked to Bill, who does a lot of your advertising stuff, and I try to work with him very closely. And
when the farmers market comes back and starts
Oh,
to
man.
reopen,
you
It's gonna be
mentioned
incredible.
before we come on, I'm going to throw it out there. You mentioned you want to do some live shows from
I
the
do.
farmers market. I think absolutely a beautiful idea. You do that, I'm right across the street. If you run out of guests,
I'll
you
point.
just raise a flag and I will come running to come talk about whatever. This is some beautiful squash, Chad. I love
oh,
squash.
these flowers are amazing.
They're so bright and pretty.
But there really is. So I don't mean to keep throwing it back to you, but there really is a lot going on, and it's people like you who kind of keep that ball rolling, keep that ball focused, and kind of want to surge ahead. Now there's other people as well.
Oh, absolutely.
But-
I only take my direction from the things that I've already seen. And if somebody focuses on me for any reason, it's because as the old saying is, I am standing on the shoulders of giants that came before me. I'm not doing anything original. I'm looking at people like Angie. I'm looking at people like Granson over at the jeweler's place. I talk to him on occasion. These are people who have stewarded the way for the rest of us.
Right.
There's nothing new. It's just a matter of my focus is I am willing to put someone else's business ahead of mine every once in a while to better them so that we are stronger as a whole. The whole weakest link kind of feel. And I feel if we've got the strongest chain out there, that in the end, eventually it'll come around and it will help me as well.
And it truly is bigger. I know we keep talking about downtown, but it truly is bigger than downtown because it goes back to that philanthropy. What's good here is good for our entire community. It's taking this opportunity to maybe give something as simple as a comic book that starts that. Can we call it the butterfly effect?
Absolutely. I think that's especially with the comic books. I mean, yes, we've raised a case and a half of these comics. They're not going to just go to the downtown branch. We've
Right.
got our south branch. I think Rusheville has a branch. We have our traveling trucks, the bookmobiles. There will be enough of these books. Quite frankly, the library will be choking on them. They're going to be giving away. I think the idea is that they will have copies enough of the books that I donate them to put into everything they want. They will have enough to give to other libraries if they want to do something like that. Plus, they have a summer reading program coming up. And at the end of the summer reading program, I believe that the kids get to pick a prize of some sort.
Oh, sure.
So I want to make sure that by the time this is all said and done, there are over 200 copies of a $17 comic book that these kids can pick as a prize. And I think that, I want to step up. I think that's a pretty darn cool prize.
It's very
a
cool.
giant comic book as your prize. And I want to make sure that that's something that we're providing.
And again, it's just one of those things. Our library has really, really made a push in the last few years to bring authors of those books, to have art shows where kids actually get to design their own covers. They're in the schools, they're involved with the kids, they're doing the iPads, they're learning languages, and they're downloading music legally.
Legally 3 times a week.
And it's one of those libraries. So thank you so much for everything that you do and actually for the community. I truly appreciate it as a Kokomoan, as a person who lives and plays and works here as well.
I'm going to keep doing it as long as you
awesome.
keep having me in the hot seat.
That's awesome. Thanks for tuning in. We've got a full week of great shows. You're definitely going to tune in. He's got his own and even more coming, so you don't want to miss it. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you tomorrow.
You're all a bunch of sexy beasts, Kokomo.